Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video. Today we're looking at Cafe Owner Simulator Prologue, which came out mid last month. Hopefully the full game comes out soon, as I'm actually quite enjoying my time with it. There are a few issues, however, and we'll get into those when we get into the game itself. First of all, we'll look at the settings, and then we'll jump straight into the gameplay as always. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into it. Okay, options then. So as you can see, there's not a huge amount here, and that is a little bit disappointing. You have your resolution options, quality, anti-aliasing, windowed mode, and VSync. There's no real customization or optimization available here. Now, I will say the game runs fairly smooth, but obviously lower end systems, the more options that you can have to enable you to have the best experience, the better. Also, it uses these slide through options, and I'm really not a fan of these. I would rather a drop down menu just to give the player a good indication of when the options end. Outside of that, you've got your sounds. It is interesting with the music. The music sort of is on a playlist, and it's not got a very good transition between the two. So you will have quite substantial amounts of dead space with your music going on. And then your others. So you've got language, you can have bums, cockroaches, different keyboard, and you can invert the mouse as well. You've got your mouse sensitivity and your field of view. Interestingly enough, the field of view starts at 70, which is pretty low for a game like this. There are your settings. Let's see what the game's got to offer. Alright, we're in the game, and as we're on a prologue, we are starting from the very beginning. You're going to get a list of tasks in the right hand corner, and if you want to follow those, you're going to have to follow those exactly. The first time I actually played and tested this, I did it out of order, and as a result, I couldn't get the next objective because it didn't catch up. I caught all the rats before I should have done, thinking that's what I needed to do to complete the task at hand. It was not. And as a result, I couldn't continue the game. I didn't know what I was supposed to do next, which is kind of a shame. So, first of all, we're going to get into the building, which is there. And then we've got to go all the way around here to put some power on. Now, graphics and textures wise, it's actually pretty good. I do believe that this is from the same developers that brought us Gas Station Simulator. I could be wrong though. Feel free to correct me if I am. So you know it's going to be fairly task driven, you know there's going to be a weird story going on with it, and honestly there is a bit of a weird story going on with it. And then yeah, like it just introduces the game and the fact that you're starting up, you've built or you've bought a very rundown building and you have to go from there. Interestingly enough, the levels are a bit weird because last time it took me a lot longer to get to level 1, whereas this time it's giving me level 1 straight away. So that's interesting. Later on, when you get into the game, it can get quite chaotic. You've got, you know, bums that are going to come in and interrupt your day-to-day business, as it were. So you're going to have to keep that in mind when you're doing it. You're going to have cockroaches and rats that you're going to have to keep in control of, and you're going to have to keep customers happy as well. Now, what's interesting here is that you've got to sit and wait for the garbage. It would be nice if that was sped up a little bit because it does kind of interrupt gameplay somewhat. But on the whole, I get why it's like that. The game runs really well, like I said. Like, it runs incredibly well, very smooth, and it looks good. It's just that obviously with this being a prologue, you're going to have a lot of features that aren't quite in the game, and you're only going to be able to go so far. If you like simulators and if you like Gas Station Simulator, very, very bluntly, you're going to enjoy this. Honestly, cleaning up all this trash is kind of therapeutic in itself. We're a big fan of that. I just wish that if you did do what I did and essentially go a stage before, or go out of turn or whatever, you know, catch the rats when you don't actually need to, that it wouldn't punish you for that. That it wouldn't, it should be able to keep up. It should be able to say, right, well, there's no rats in the building, so let's move on. And it's a bit of a shame when games don't have that ability. But as you can see, we're going to go through, we're going to clean up all the moss, and we're making this a building to be proud of. The prologue came out on the 22nd of June, so it's been out for a fair while now. So feel free to go and pick it up and see how far you get. See if this is a game that you want to play, see if this is a game that you want to enjoy. See how far you can go and if you're going to be a successful cafe owner or not. As you can see, we've taken 88 things of the 117, and finding some of the moss can be a little bit of a pain, especially if you suffer from any form of color blindness. It does kind of merge in a little bit with other factors of the environment, which can be a bit of a problem. But there you go. This is Cafe Owner Simulator, the very beginning, with an issue where if you make the mistake of going a stage too far or a stage out of turn, you will have to start the entire thing all over again. Hopefully they fix that for the full release. I really hope they fix that for the full release. But let me know in those comments down below, guys, what you think, what your opinions on it are, and yeah, we'll see you all next time. Appreciate you all for watching. Have a great day. Ciao, ciao.